Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers reveal. A preview clip has been released for Friday, April 18, 2025. It shows Emma Scorpio Drake, Braden Bruner confronting Josslyn Jax, Eden McCoy. Jordan Ashford, Tanisha Harper meets with Jen Sidwell, Carlo Rhoda. Meanwhile, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton busts Sasha Gilmore Corbin, Sophia Matson. In the next episode, Maxie Jones Kirsten Storms chats with Brooklyn Quartermain, Amanda Seddon, at Deception. BLQ seems nervous as Maxie tells someone on the phone that nothing is ironclad. Since the gals at Deception are working on a mineral deal with Sidwell, that might be what the phone call is about. At the Quartermain estate, Sasha will share a few words with Olivia Quartermain, Lisa Locicero. Olivia tells the cook that she's well on her way to becoming a real Quartermain. However, Sasha will also be confronted by Jason. Once Jason learns that Sasha took money from Sidwell, he might have some serious issues. Jason might warn Sasha that this could backfire, especially with someone like Sidwell pulling the strings. However, Sasha will probably insist that she's doing what is necessary for her baby's future. Sasha is also incredibly independent and won't like Jason telling her what to do. General Hospital spoilers reveal that Jordan will go ahead and meet with her potential boss and target. Jordan set out a trap and it seems Sidwell is gobbling it all up. However, Jordan does play it cool and acts only semi-curious about the position. Jordan also asks the villain what exactly she has to do for him. Of course, the villain will make it seem like a legit job. However, this is dangerous and Jordan could end up in a messy situation. Fans will also see Anna Devane, Finola Hughes catch up with Felicia Scorpio, Christina Wagner. Carly Spencer, Laura Wright urges Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard to get out of Mayor Laura Collins, Jeannie Francis Way. At the university, a furious Emma confronts Joss. While Joss is on a mission for the WSB, Emma doesn't know that. What Emma does know is that Joss is up to something. However, Josslyn tells Emma in the preview clip that she's blowing it way out of proportion. Of course, in the end, Emma might thank Joss as Professor Henry Dalton. Daniel Goddard seems like a real creep. Port Charles is on fire this week, and the drama continues to escalate as secrets unravel, alliances are tested, and unexpected betrayals come to light. On the April 18 episode of General Hospital, viewers will be treated to intense confrontations, shady backroom deals, and a shocking moment of public humiliation that will leave jaws on the floor. Get ready for a roller coaster of emotions as Josslyn Jax is put in the hot seat, Jordan Ashford makes a controversial pact, and Sasha Gilmore finds herself at the center of a scandal that could destroy everything she's worked to rebuild. Joss confronted, a storm brews at PCU. Josslyn Jax has been walking a thin line for weeks now, caught between her growing feelings for Dex Heller and the residual tension in her family, especially with Carly and Michael wary of her relationship choices. But things take an even darker turn when Joss finds herself unexpectedly confronted at Port Charles University. The incident begins when Joss is blindsided by a fellow student and former friend, Talia, who publicly calls her out during a student council meeting. Talia accuses Joss of leveraging her family's influence to secure special privileges on campus, including waivers, class overrides, and networking perks that most students don't have access to. At first, Joss is defensive, refusing to let anyone paint her as a spoiled brat riding her family's coattails. But when the confrontation escalates, and more students pile on with whispers about her connection to Sonny Corinthos, things spiral fast. The conversation turns to Dex, with some alleging that her involvement with Sonny's former enforcer has tainted her image, and PCU's student government. Humiliated and caught off guard, Joss flees the scene before anyone can witness the tears forming in her eyes. But she won't stay silent for long. Expect Joss to come out swinging later this week, determined to reclaim her voice and her integrity. What she does next will not only shock the campus but send ripples through the Corinthos family as well. Jordan and Sidwell's deal, lines crossed. Meanwhile, over at the PCPD, Jordan Ashford is playing a dangerous game. Still trying to stay one step ahead in the investigation into Pikeman's operations, Jordan decides to cut a deal with none other than Agent John Sidwell, the hard-nosed federal investigator who's been keeping tabs on Sonny Corinthos for months. Their meeting is tense from the start. Sidwell makes it clear that he doesn't trust Jordan's loyalties, hinting that she's too close to Sonny's orbit to be objective. But Jordan surprises him, and the audience, when she offers a trade, information on Pikeman's recent arms shipment routes in exchange for federal backing on an undercover op she's been quietly coordinating. Sidwell isn't easily swayed. He wants concrete proof, and he wants to be the one pulling the strings. But Jordan stands firm. She knows how to work the system, and she's willing to risk her badge if it means finally bringing down the real threat. The two ultimately reach a tentative agreement, but not before Jordan issues a warning. If Sidwell double-crosses her, she'll take him down with everything she's got. This dangerous alliance has the potential to change everything. But as secrets are shared and boundaries blur, Jordan may find herself in deeper than she ever anticipated. And if Sidwell has a hidden agenda, and he always does, Jordan could be the one who pays the price. Sasha busted, trouble in the spotlight. Over at Deception Cosmetics, Sasha Gilmore is riding high from her recent modeling comeback, but it doesn't take long for her bright star to dim, especially when someone is waiting to take her down. Thursday's episode delivers a shocking public moment that turns Sasha's triumph into a nightmare. It begins during a high-profile launch event hosted by Deception, with Sasha serving as the face of the brand's new skincare line. Dressed in a glittering silver gown and smiling for the cameras, Sasha appears every inch the image of recovery, grace, and strength. Lucy and Maxie are proud. The press is eating it up. Everything seems perfect. But as Sasha begins her speech, a confrontation erupts near the back of the room. A blogger named Melanie, who has a grudge against Sasha dating back to her messy past and conservatorship scandal, interrupts the event. She shouts questions about Sasha's mental health, her addiction, and whether Deception is exploiting her for sympathy. At first, Sasha remains composed, refusing to engage. But then Melanie drops a bombshell. Someone recently saw Sasha at a pharmacy, buying what looked like prescription meds under a false name. The crowd goes silent. Maxie immediately tries to shut the moment down and calls security, but the damage is done. Paparazzi snap photos. Reporters scramble. And Sasha, shaken, nearly collapses on stage. She's rushed out the back while Lucy tries to salvage the event. In the fallout, it becomes clear that someone planted this story, possibly even faked the pharmacy sighting, to sabotage Sasha's career. But who? Cody rushes to be by her side, furious and protective. Gladys, though no longer in Port Charles, still casts a shadow. Could someone be continuing her dirty work? Or is this the work of a new enemy? Whatever the case, Sasha's world is rocked, and she'll be forced to confront the fragility of her public image and her inner strength once again. The fight to reclaim her life isn't over, and this new chapter might be the most brutal yet. Also coming up, Sonny Corinthos is starting to piece together more fragments of the Pikeman puzzle, and the more he uncovers, the more convinced he becomes that someone close to him has been feeding information to the feds. Expect him to start making moves, drawing lines in the sand and setting traps. Carly Spencer begins to suspect that Nina's sudden silence is strategic, not a change of heart. She recruits Olivia for a little amateur sleuthing, and what they discover about Nina's connection to a new investor at Crimson could blow the whole magazine, and her rivalry with Carly, wide open. Anna Devane gets a coded message from an old WSB contact that points to an upcoming international arms deal. Is this connected to Pikeman, or something even more dangerous? And Trina Robinson, still reeling from her near-death experience with Esme, finally returns to the gallery, only to find that someone has left a disturbing piece of art behind. A calling card, or a warning. Final thoughts. April 18th on General Hospital is a pressure cooker of an episode, filled with emotional revelations, high-stakes scheming, and moments that will redefine relationships across Port Charles. From Josslyn's public humiliation to Sasha's PR nightmare and Jordan's dangerous alliance, every storyline is layered with suspense and heart. As the walls close in and secrets begin to surface, one thing is clear: no one gets out of Port Charles clean. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our GH News 24 YouTube channel for more update news.